Alright, in this section I ask, is distance education truly the best way to teach all students and all subjects? Okay, I feel the answer is no, and this is even after being in the master's program for 2 years and hearing all of the arguments in favor. Honestly, this is where really my personal experiences come into play more than anything else. Uh, Actually, right around the time I was getting ready to start writing my thesis, I was selected by my employer to attend this leadership seminar. And I was emailed, the curriculum in advance, and I looked at it and I kind of thought to myself, what is the point of going to this class? It was in another country, and it really seemed like a waste of my time. So, I actually went to this class with a very bad attitude, not outwardly, but I was going to take the class experience and I was going to try to salvage it by writing my thesis about how the class could be turned into a distance education class. And honestly, I think it was about halfway through the class, I'd met some amazing people, and I really learned, I think, a lot of sociological things that I don't think I would have learned in a distance education environment. I really don't. And as a result of that, I actually abandoned the idea of using my thesis to explain why the class should be converted to distance education. And that really kind of got me thinking about this topic because I had always heard I had asked a couple times before, I think in class, about how would you teach like a kinesthetic class, like if you're teaching a nurse to draw blood, or you're teaching somebody something with engineering or fixing circuits or something like that. And the answer, the party line answer, it seems, is that we can make simulations for that, or something. I really don't buy it. I don't. I think that in some cases, in some subjects, you're not going to be able to replace them with distance education. I'm a centrist, as I said. I really I see distance education as not the final answer to everything. I think that it's a very important tool, but I don't feel that we're ever going to get it to the level where it can replace actually being there live in person. Another example of why I feel this way is that I was in a class. I don't think I wrote about this in the essay, but I was in a class and we were doing this group project. And there was this person that I was in this group with, and I was like, hey, let's talk to each other on the phone about this because it'd be a lot easier than just writing about it on the internet. And this person had really been a very great contributor in the class, and was I was very impressed by their 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 knowledge and everything that they could do. Well, when I actually talked to this person on the phone, they had no interpersonal skills, zero. I mean, it was like, I mean, we weren't really even strangers because we'd been in a couple classes together, and I don't even understand, how it would be intimidating to talk to somebody on the phone like that. But for this person, it was. I could tell, and it really bothered me because this is another thing that I was talking about, the hidden curriculum and everything like that. I think that if you're teaching like a communications class or a speech class or anything like that, you're not going to be able to get the effect that you want with a distance education class. Even sitting here right now in front of this monitor, I mean, I'm not really intimidated by this, but if there was 3 or 4 people sitting in front of me, I think that it would be different. I would be jittery, or something. I would have the feeling of that I wouldn't normally get if I was just sitting in front of the computer like I am. So I think that really it's I understand that it's kind of a contentious point of view to have, especially on this actual thesis project, but I really don't feel empirically that it's been proven to me that distance education is truly the best way to teach all students all subjects. Based on everything I've seen in my life and career, plus what I've learned in this class, in this curriculum, I'm going to have to vote no. And I definitely have a lot of respect for distance education, and I love to see it go as far as it can, but I don't think it's ever going to get to the point where it can teach everything. So that's my opinion.